Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. We got Project TTR 125 in here again. My nephew had the bike, rode it a couple miles, and it quit on him again. Now when I built this and I put the VM24 carb on it, I didn't have the tuning quite right. I played with the needle. I thought it was running too rich towards the top end, which would have been running off the main jet. And this right now has 100 main jet in it. But anyway, I adjusted the needle, got it to run a little better, and I set the bike on its way. I said, here, just take it, ride it. I'll order new jets and we'll adjust it later on. Turns out he rode it just a couple miles and something happened. I think it burned a hole in the piston. It still rolls over. Just no compression. And I took the plug out, put my finger over it, and there's no compression. So we're going to tear the cylinder head off and the jug off and see what went wrong, and probably just order another piston for it. Again, this is the third time. And usually I'm pretty good at this stuff. I guess not this bike in particular. It's supposed to be a reliable bike, but apparently I'm missing something on this one. But we'll get this all tore off, and I'll jump to when I'm pulling the head so you can see the piston. Okay, so we got the cylinder head off, and we got our piston here. And honestly, there is a little pinhole. No, I don't even think that's a pinhole. Let me get it to focus on that. I don't know if that's a hole or not, but I can't really see anything that's sticking out. Now when I bring the piston back down, there is a little bit of scoring here on the piston wall, or quite a bit actually. But man, this thing's got like an hour of runtime on it. So we'll pull this jug off and we'll check out the piston itself. Alright, and here we got the piston. I'm not sure if the bike leaned out and this is why this happened, or if there's just too much play in the connecting rod. You can see, and I knew there was, side to side there's just a ton of play there, and I think that had something to do with why it probably burned up. I could hear this banging around too when I first started it. So we're gonna have to order new parts for the TTR 125. One thing with these motorcycles is I can find the crank online, because I'm gonna need a whole new crank and I'm just gonna buy everything. I can find the crank online, but they're all out of stock, and they're literally like $450. But after researching in Europe, they have what's called a Yamaha YBR 125, which is the identical motor to this, and you can pick up a crank off like AliExpress for, I think with shipping, like $120. So we're gonna buy that crank, and once again order a new cylinder and jug, and just start fresh from the bottom up. Get rid of all these problems that are causing this. Get the right jets for the carburetor. We're just gonna redo everything this winter and make it right instead of slapping it together.